A big hello and a warm welcome to all of you amazing and beautiful people out there. Welcome to my channel, The Twin Flame Union. In this channeling session, I would be talking about a father daughter relationship, okay? But it is not a real father daughter relationship, which means they are not biological father and daughter. Now, this is a very important dynamic in the twin flame ascension journey. And when the twin flame so basically what happens is that there is a divine feminine and there is a divine masculine. Okay, the divine feminine feels, now even if guys and girls, even if you don't have this type of dynamic going on in your life, but every single person must listen to this, because a lot of you have wounded inner child and a lot of you have wounded inner masculine and wounded inner feminine. The anima and animus within you are unhealed, and many of you are here only to figure out the truth behind the relationship of father daughter and mother with your mother. Lot of the people are suffering from matriarchal narcissism, okay, and because of which they can never attract a good man, a loving man, a real masculine. They cannot attract because the mother narcissism is so deeply has deeply cut the feminine from within, and she does not know how to cure it, she does not know how to heal it. And a lot of you, I know that you guys are doing these type of studies, but I would still tell you that certain wounds, they take time, certain wounds take therapy, certain wounds take a very deep type of inner work, a very deep type of focused attention. Focused attention in Hindi means dhyan, and a lot of people think that dhyan can only be done when you are in a sitting position, cross leg, lotus or whatever, on a chair. So here in this session, what is happening, what is being shown to me, that the masculine and the feminine, here the bond between a father and daughter is at play, and it is a very important bond, a very important segment and section that needs to be healed. Okay, so the feminine thinks, or the feminine has been considering a certain person to be like a father figure for her, okay, or the other person is also talking to her in a way that she is a daughter figure. And I'm not saying that there's something else which is wrong in this. This relationship itself of daughter and father and daughter is also being misused by a lot of people. Like they will pretend that you are my daughter or you are like my father, and they will manipulate that person, they will use that person to get their things done. And once, because of suffering from narcissistic abuse, a lot of divine feminines and masculines, they cannot attract. They find it very difficult to attract somebody they love. And if they attract the right person, say they attract the twin flame, then also the relationship cannot be stable. There is a long gap. There is a, till the time they don't heal those wounds, till the time they don't do all the clearing, it is not possible for them to go back to the person. In between also, if they attract someone like a karmic or anybody, then also it's a painful relationship. Eventually it turns painful. So they have to somehow open up to the fact that, they cannot just jump from one person to another, because it's not working out anymore. It's no longer they are in that stage, where like they used to do in limbo state, that they would from one person to another relationship, they would change, and things would be better. But it would be better for a little bit longer. In the twin flame journey, everything seems to be instant karma. Okay. So this relationship they need to heal. The mother relationship, the father relationship, and sometimes it so happens that while they're healing it, they come across a person or they meet a person who they feel can replace the mother or the father. They trust this person. They feel that, okay, this person is not going to be a narcissist. This person is not going to be selfish. That person somehow gives them a vibe that yes, I can make this person my mother or my father, even if we are not biologically linked or connected. But, I can see that this person will selflessly be there for me, selflessly care for me, selflessly love me, or whatever, so they start seeing that person as a father figure or a mother figure. However, that's not how it works in the twin flame journey. In the twin flame journey, what you're here to figure out is that you don't need a father, you don't need a mother, you don't need anyone. As long as you have source, as long as you have the master, why do you need anybody? Why you need any relationship on this planet? And somebody was asking me, meditation, when you go too deep into meditation, then your relationships break out, your marriages don't work and things like that. Then how come twin flame relationship works? Twin flame relationship can only work when both the people are extremely detached about the three-dimensional world. Now, I don't know why after hearing so many channelings and watching so much content, some people are still like, I want to manifest a 3D union with my twin flame. 3D union actually, first of all, needs to be understood. What is a 3D union? So many people don't even understand what is a 3D union. 3D union is not the same as how they see, because the other people, because they have already started living, if they have started living in 5D. Now you all should also know that living in 5D is not a joke, my dear friends. It's literally the most difficult thing to do here. Not everyone can shift to 5D. Not everyone can live in 5D. From 3D, you can get out and you can start living in 4D. Yes, after a lot of inner work and after a lot of healings, you can get into 4D. But from 4D to 5D, also there is a lot of work that you need to do. In fact, once you get into the fourth dimension, then there will be no looking back. Technically, you will not be happy in the 3D world at all after that, because you have tasted something better. You have tasted something more sweeter, more real. Then why would you want to go back to the 3D world? So some of the people would also struggle to maintain that 4D world, 4D lifestyle. In fact, in 3D and 4D, many things change. Sometimes I have seen people, when they shift from 3D to 4D, their whole routine changes. They will make sure they get the sunlight, they get water, they get rest, they get good food, healthy food, sleep, taking a lot of baths. Everything is happening, but they are living in completely opposite routine. They are literally awake the whole nights, they're awake the whole mornings. They could be sleeping literally in the daytime when the whole world is awake, they are sleeping, and they'll probably wake up in the evening when everybody is like getting tired and things like that. And they might do it for some time. There are certain strange changes they realize, the way they talk, the way they make money, the way they see the world. Many of the people who start shifting into the higher dimension, they start reading through conversations, they look at people, they're observing very deeply. So they are very busy. They are very busy in their own dimension, in their own frequency, in their own vibration. They are very busy. Okay. So when you are very busy, obviously you have to be involved in a mission work. Without the mission work, in Hindi we call it seva. Okay. All of these gifts that you possess, all of these things that you do, it is happening to you because you have committed yourself to a very selfless cause. Twin flames, both twin flames, divine masculine and divine feminine, are very selfless beings, extremely selfless beings, okay? And that's why they are very protected by universe, because when you become 100% pure selfless, then you are living in the higher dimension. Now, I would like to say over here that when the feminine is healing this, and again, I would be sharing some content with you guys on why it's the divine feminine who always awakens first. There's a reason behind it, that the divine feminine awakens first because of many people's observations and many testimonies and many researches. It has been come to that conclusion. At least if you make a comparison, then the percentage of feminine who awaken first, the feminine energy always awaken first, and this feminine energy can be in a man, can be in a woman. That is also there. Okay, so whosoever has the feminine energy, that person is going to awaken first. So that's the reason why we always speak about divine feminine. When we talk about awakening, we talk about transformation, we talk about any such thing, we always say divine feminine is going through this, and divine masculine is a person who gives that reflective, that perception. The image is received or seen in the eyes of masculine. Why is masculine running? Because the feminine is running from a certain aspect of herself. The more she will run, the more he will run. So a lot of you need to figure out, you can get into personal sessions, you can get into therapies, you can get into readings and counselings, whatever you resonate with, you can get into that to work on yourself, to do better inner work with hand holding and with another person's perspective in it, which is definitely there to guide you and help you out better. Because I know a lot of you are in pain, some kind of pain is always bothering you. But coming back to this channeling, and you can check out the details in the description box. But kindly do not share your twin flame journey with me. And I say this in every session, but still somebody or the other always shares the whole story with me. And even when I tell them, okay, stop it, don't send it to me. And sometimes, I cannot, you have to understand that nobody can just, while looking at your email, while looking at your Instagram DMs, you can't just reply to somebody who's saying, can you please tell me what to do, or can you please do this, or after telling everything about your journey, you're asking me for a reading. Like, what is the point of that? What is the sense of that? If you have told me everything about your journey, then how can I give you a correct reading? That is something that people need to understand. You need an honest reading, you need a solution oriented reading, you need a reading that will help you. Okay, so that should at least put some sense in your mind, because other people are not going to give you that sense. Other people are only going to confuse you. So you need that sense of direction. Okay, so that's why please don't share your twin flame journey with me. How to book the reading? You can simply click on the PayPal link and you can choose from the description box whichever reading or therapy you want, and that's it. You can just book it from there. It's very easy. So coming back to this channeling now, the masculine, the man, okay. So while the feminine is healing her inner Anima and Animus, that's when she will meet such characters. Okay, so she is already frustrated with her mother or already frustrated with her father, who have always betrayed her, depressed her, abandoned her, neglected her, misunderstood her. Okay, even if I would say there is love, or there is whatever, whatever you think of love is, everything is there, but there is always some kind of an abandonment issue, or else the father died when the girl was very young. Okay, or the parents got divorced, so some other stepfather came in, but he never loved the child so deeply, or she never felt that type of love towards this new stepfather or boyfriend or whoever he is. Or in some cases there's also abuse that has happened, okay, from the stepfather or the father figure, or somebody, maybe a teacher has abused the child a lot, and ever since she got abused from this male figure, the teacher, who she had respected so much, it could be an uncle, it could be anyone. Even when this type of abuse happens, it is happening because of the abandonment energy and because of the neglect energy around the child. The child who is neglected, these are the children who are more prone to get abused by other people, the perverts and the pedophiles, or just the manipulative ones, the ones who groom the child into getting things done for them. Now there are subtle types of abuse also. There could be these type of men and women, who don't want to do any work. Okay, they're very lazy, they're procrastinators, they're always looking for some escape. Now they have been given some chore or some work, so they will meet the child, they'll groom the child, they say, hey honey, come here, so my child is so cute, my baby is so cute, okay, here, why don't you go and wash these clothes? And they'll give them like 10-15 clothes, or a lot of work maybe. Why don't you do this for me? Why don't you go and clean the kitchen? Why don't you clean the utensils? Okay, clean them properly. Or some work like, why don't you just arrange these books? Why don't you just mop the floor? Why don't you just clean the table? Getting like all sorts of work. And even when they grow up, it's like I recently met this boy who's a teenager, So somebody had lured him into getting into a job where he was doing a lot of work. And he had said that, if you do this work, I'm going to buy you an iPhone, a brand new iPhone, for all the work that you're going to do at my office. So he was sitting and editing the pictures, he was editing the videos, he was doing literally so many things, all the paperwork, and he's just a boy. He's just a boy, like 14, 15 years old. And he was doing it because this person has given him some kind of a bait. Okay, you do this for me and I'll buy you this or I'll buy you that. And definitely they are not going to do that. They'll later find out some fault. You didn't do it properly. You put me in so much loss. Now where am I going to get this and get that? And the child's basically morale or the heart they have into things, confidence, it breaks down because they put in everything into it. And this is just a subtle thing that I'm telling you. When the masculine or feminine get abused or they get cheated on, they get betrayed, they get manipulated, sometimes it happens with a person or through a person who they trust a lot. Okay, so now after so many years, when the feminine has healed this, a lot of things she has healed, but this is the last life on planet Earth. You need to work all throughout. You need to work always. And if you don't have a dedicated mission work, then I don't know, but universe always finds a way to get the inner work done. Maybe it happens through business, it happens through work, it happens through family. Whatever way it will happen. But all the feminines and masculines, you will know it. If you don't have it yet, then you need to work on yourself. You need to get into therapy. Or you need to find out like some way, okay? Till the time you don't do your mission work, and I keep saying this, mission work is the key. When you do the mission, a lot of twin flame coaches and healers I have noticed, not a lot of them, a few of them, the genuine ones, I know that they're contributing whatever money they earn, they're putting it into somewhere. They are either sponsoring people, they have some responsibility, they are involved in some project or the other because of which they need to do this or they plan to do this. Otherwise, trust me, nobody would want to do it. It is that hard. Doing the channelings, doing all these videos, making, doing work with people, all the therapies. And then again, a lot of us feel that this is the best way to help other people because this way somebody is going to be happy. If even few people out of this, even few people benefit, even few people who grow from this, that is a very big deal for planet Earth, And if little by little also some people get relief. Say for example, somebody is very low and they get some relief, 5% relief, 10% relief. Like obviously we cannot please every single person. It is very difficult to please everyone, which is why we are here. We want to tell you that you don't have to please anybody. You just have to be yourself and the rest will happen. You just have to speak your truth and you have to be authentic. No matter what profit, what loss, whatever happens, you just have to do it. And if universe wants it, if nature wants it, and somebody is going to get touched by it, affected by it, and they might grow, even a few percent, it will be a lot, okay? Because then once a person tastes the truth, then they cannot come back, okay? Now, it's very disappointing for this feminine to meet such people who she feels that I can rely upon them, I can trust them, and it's not like they are very innocent or anything. They know it. They know that they are sort of using this person. Maybe they want some information. I'm saying there are different things. Maybe they want some information or maybe they want their work to be done. Like in this case, I see this man, there is a man who is at some certain position. Okay, he's at a certain position. The feminine talks to him out of a mission. She connects with him out of a mission, and it's a long association. It's not like a 2-month, 3-month old association. It's a long association. So the feminine connects with him for mission. She feels that he's a good person. He's a good person who wants to do something for environment, who wants to do something for the planet. At least that's how he projects himself. That's how he portrays, that I am here to do something for people. I'm not a selfish man. I'm a very selfless man. I'm a social worker or I'm a volunteer. I care for the environment. I care for other people. I do this. I do that. So he puts that image, that mask in front of other people, okay? In front of everyone. And she believes that mask. She believes, And the mask is really good, like he's really good in doing that, okay? And so this comes from a certain deep narcissistic abuse related wound, okay, where she has to go through this pain, and this pain is really hard on her. If anyone is going through this, I can completely understand and I can completely relate with you. Just stay strong. Don't feel bad about it. You might be very hurt right now. Also, I want to say that till this solar eclipse, like the lunar eclipse happened in November, around 19th, I think, or even during this date, 6th of November, the 6th, 7th, 8th, these are very dark energy days. And now, by the time the solar eclipse will happen, you will all feel very different after that. December is going to be much better than how November has been. So August was difficult. August was very difficult for some people. For some people, August was okay. September, like towards the end of August, they started going through these feelings. So September, October, November, and now you'll realize it has only been getting better. But right now it feels really hard on some people. And some people are really like struggling with the feelings of betrayal, anger, like getting manipulated by other people. This is a very important place to be in, because the feminine has to understand and she has to learn through her own experience that there will be many people like this who would pose to be mother and father, and they will manipulate you like that also. Not every time people are going to act like you're, a lover or a partner. So this is a very important lesson, because feminine energy, whosoever has it, the man or the woman, whenever they have it, they go through this stage, or they go through this feeling where they feel like, since I don't have biological parents who were good to me, or my relationship with them was not fine, or whatever, it wasn't worked out, or there are expectations which hurt and all, then maybe someone else is going to take their place, and they will be nicer to me, kinder to me, compassionate, and they will also be my support system. Whether you actually attract such people or not later in the journey, that is not something that I'm going to speak right now, because it's too early for me, okay? Everything has to be given to you in right intervals and right time frames, okay? So, but yes, as per the energy, this is going to be a very, very strong emotion, because this emotion is very much required for a big progress. Because without this feeling that you don't need anybody, in a non-arrogant way, okay, because you have the master, because you have the source, because that's literally why we are here. There is a poem in Hindi, Tvameva mata cha pita tvameva, tvameva bandhu cha sakha tvameva, tvameva vidya dravinam tvameva, tvameva sarvam mam deva deva. Okay, so this poetry means that you are my father, you are my mother, you are my best friend, you are my everything, and you're also my wisdom. Tvameva vidya cha dravinam tvameva. Why would they say that? Wealth and wisdom. Both, you are my wealth, you are my wisdom. So why would they say that? Because the universe, the source, your master, they want you to be completely independent. They don't want you to have this codependency on some mother, some father, some sister, some brother, some this, some that. There is a master, that is more than enough. And this is, I'm talking about after a lot of healing, after a lot of work, you do that, okay? Even when some people come to me in therapy, I have noticed that they are literally looking for a mother and a father. And I have felt that, and it feels really sad also sometimes, but you have to train them, you have to teach them how to become your own mother and how to become your own father, how to become your own caretaker. As a child, when you were a little baby or a little girl or a little boy, it is understandable you were not able to take care of yourself because you were depending on other people, on other adults, who in turn did not take care of you and in fact expected you to take care of them in many different ways. Take care of their ego, take care of their mood, take care of their emotions, take care of their... Sometimes even monetarily they wanted you to take care of them. Even when you were a little boy or a girl, still you were going out and earning money for them and helping them with their needs and their demands. Okay. So I know it has been a lot painful for many people. I know you cry a lot. I know you are very hurt about the way people have treated you. A lot of people have treated you badly, and that's why I said you can always get into therapy, you can always get a personal session, you can pour it out. You can always pour it out, you can always speak about it. Don't keep it in your heart, don't keep it stuck, and don't keep it like a wound, okay? Otherwise, it will always bother you and it will not go out from your energy system. So, this person betrays the feminine very badly. It's like, some people are like energy drainage systems, like they are drains. You can pour whatever you want into them. You can pour compassion, you can pour positive energy. They can talk to you for 2 hours, 3 hours because they need positive energy from you. They know that you possess something. You possess a fearlessness. You possess some kind of confidence. You can face anything. You can face any hurdle and challenge of life, and you can do this. And most people who suffer from narcissistic abuse, they are really good in giving motivation to other people, but when it comes to themselves, personal motivation they can't give. So that is why they are in pain. They cannot tell themselves, okay, come on, it's fine, get up, or let it be, or don't think about these people. So because of that problem only, they are suffering a lot. So they can support their friends, they can support their parents, and in fact, the children who suffer from this kind of abuse, they have actually supported or taken care of their parents a lot, because some of the parents, instead of being a parent figure, instead of being a caretaker, they treat the child as a friend. So even if the child is very small, the mother or the father is constantly sharing their problems with the child who does not know anything about what's going on. They will tell, oh, your father is such a bad man. He's always doing these mean things to me. Your father is emotionless. Your father is cold. Your father is this. Your father is useless, Or that auntie of yours, she's such a boring person. Or your auntie doesn't know how to dress up. They are gossiping with the child. They are sharing too much with the child. Sometimes, these parents, sorry to say, whosoever they are, nobody's perfect. They are literally using the child also. Like when they want to get even with their husband and wives, like with each other, their partners, they use the child's presence to get like equal with each other. The mother will manipulate the father will manipulate the mother. They'll use the children as some kind of props and some kind of, like I have the child with me, I can do this, I can do that. Or the man is like, oh, my children love me. Or even when they want to be with each other, they will use this excuse of child, like we are sharing children together, we have this together, that together, blah, blah, blah. Okay? As and when it is comfortable for them. So think about the child. Sometimes the child is getting neglected royally by the father. Sometimes the child is getting neglected by the mother. And sometimes the child is getting over pampered, just because they want something from the child. So child will never understand when the child is getting manipulated by other people. This type of deep manipulation is not a good thing. So here also it is so happening that the child actually spoke. The child is not a child anymore. Obviously, the child is an adult now. So it's time to learn a lesson that nobody can actually do it what you want them to do, in the sense even the feminine got connected to all these type of people who pose as a mother figure or a father figure or a sister figure or a brother figure, or at least she would like to think, that my brother and sister, they didn't love me, or any siblings or any other such relationships, because in the narcissistic world there are proxies also. So there's always a vacuum. Whenever she feels that my own people, anybody can be her own people, did not do this for me, maybe in the outside world I can find that love. So as long as she's looking for that love in the outside world, it will never be given to her, because that's not how it works. When she leaves it, when she heals from that trauma, from that wound, she has to figure it out that there are many people who don't have any siblings, or there are many people who don't have actual parents, or there are many people who have problems in their families, but still they outgrow those problems and still they learn to be happy. They learn to figure things out for themselves. Now, there can be a certain difference in a regular person's life and your life, because you could be more mission oriented. But being mission oriented is something that is in your DNA. Being selfless is in your DNA. You can't help it. That's how you are born. So instead of running away from it, instead of trying to escape it, You have to do it by yourself. And for that, even if your masculine is not around or feminine is not around, in some cases this also happens because the twin flame is not around, so the person feels twin flame is not there, so I can do it with other people. But that's not how it works. You have to first do it by yourself, and then when you are independent, then yeah, then you can delegate the work, because then you're a completely different person by the time. You're not scared of being alone. You're not scared of anything that life throws at you. You can turn the lemons into lemonades or lemon pickles or lemon juice or anything, anything which is good for your health. You can do that. But before that, you need to, in this channeling at least, that's the energy. And there is a sort of pain, there is a darkness, there is a lot of helplessness, and there's a lot of frustration, and there's a lot of guilt, like why did I show my real self to them, or why did I be nice to them? Because these people, whosoever they are, the mother figure, the father figure, they think too much about themselves. They think they are like the kings and the queens, and in the little worlds, in the little kingdoms, they are ruling. They are doing a lot of politics. They're doing a little bit of high level of politics, which involves a lot of people. So the feminine is thinking that because a lot of people are involved, that person must be good, and they're all doing good things. But no, my dear, they're all working for their ego, because that's what people in 3D and below worlds do. They're all massaging their egos, and you need to learn it. If you are going to be dependent on them, then they will use and throw you. And if you feel that they have used you in some way, then it's time to tell yourself that nobody can use you. Nobody can actually. Just go to God or do some kind of work on yourself and get out of that trap, okay? And keep doing your inner work. So thank you so much for being here with me. One love and peace out.